Okay, Anita, here we are in your account. This is the website version. So we're going to go over here and click on your account just so we can see what's happening here. So this is where you're going to get the most information. These are all the bookings you've got in hand. So this is obviously the one coming up. And then you've got September 2nd, September 3rd, September 9th, September 10th. I'm just scrolling down. So at the very bottom is your last one that we have booked in. We can show more. So you can see all the way up to the 15th of October. So those are all the ones you've got booked. And to see kind of past stuff. And also over here, a nice quick glance. This is what you've got in hand. So I've been able to shuffle your credits a little bit more so that old credits weren't there that you couldn't use. When you look through my spreadsheet, you'll see that we had from your March pass, because obviously it was April, it was Easter break. You only actually took 3 classes in that month. But you did an extra one in the February month. So, which left you kind of 4 in the bank, and then other ones were having to shuffle. So you've got kind of these 5 here in hand. So you've got 3 left from July and 2 left from August. You can kind of see that at quick hand. If you go to the history, and obviously what I've done is just look at exactly what you've come to, because I couldn't change any of the passes of ones you've already attended. I can't kind of take the pass out and use the right pass. So I just had to calculate kind of what you'd done already and then change the future passes. So what you can see here under history is this is a really nice way of seeing whether you've got yourself in order here. So you can see here, this is your last booking, and it's the 15th of October. It was used by the 19th of September pass. So that's in the correct month now. If we look back a little bit earlier on, what you can see is months that weren't in the right pass. So for instance here, this 6th of August was booked with an old pass, which I totally understand why you did it. But ideally block bookings shouldn't be done with old classes, old credits. So if I go to, let's say, book, I've got up until your September pass done. So I'm going into your October pass. And if we just look at the passes here, so under there, and we scroll down. So you can see here, you've got 3 left from July, 2 left from August, 2 left from September. I did ask you if you were around on the 23rd, 24th, because you haven't got those booked. So maybe you'll be using those for that. And then you've got all full 8 from the 19th of October. So I'm going to go in here. This is our schedule. Go to October, and the next one that you're due to do, which you had, was the 21st. So I had taken it out so we could put it into the right thing. So if we scroll down to the intermediate and book it. Now all your passes should show up over here. So anything that's valid will show up, okay, under my passes. So if you just press this one, the 208, that is an older one than the one above, okay? So this one expires November, this one expires December, but actually this one was from... I'll need to extend your expiry. So these ones, if we go back November, October, September, this is your September ones. This is your October ones. So we should be using this one here. Okay, because this is your October pass. So the October pass goes until November, December, January. Okay, so this is one. So this is a little bit confusing because obviously it's showing your expiry, not when it starts, and I might be able to change that. You can then add your sessions. So we can add the 28th, and then we can add the 4th, and then we can add the 11th. So those all sit in that month, and then I can book those 4. Okay. Congratulations, continue shopping. So then I'm going to go back and do your Tuesday ones in the same month period. And so we're in October. And we're going to the 22nd, which is the next one that we have to book. And we've got the beginner intermediate here. Okay, so again, it's going to show up your passes. So when you're doing the block bookings, just make sure you're using the correct pass. Okay, so I'm going to add those sessions. So we've got the 29th, we've got the 5th, and we've got the 12th. And then obviously the 19th would be in your next pass. That would be in your November one that starts the 19th of November. So then we've got all your bookings there. So in terms of your old credits, because obviously you've paid top-ups and all that kind of stuff, let's go back to your passes. So we can see what you've got in hand. So you've got 3 that you have until the 19th of October to use. So if you do some extra ones before that time. Oops. Where are we? Okay, so these 3 credits you have up until the middle of October. So if you do maybe a Thursday class or a Friday class in the next few weeks, and then you've got 2 to use by the middle of November, so take your time with those. You've got 2 to use by the middle of December. So these ones that you haven't used yet should be used for extra classes. Okay, and then these 8 out of 8 in November are for your block bookings. So that's for your Mondays and Tuesdays. So you just make sure that you use this pass that expires on the 19th of Feb. And then when you go to book your December ones starting at the 19th of December, just make sure you're using this pass. So even though some of these might come up, just make sure you're doing the block bookings within the month that they're at. I hope that makes sense.